How's it going? Kaka here. Welcome back to NHL 20 Franchise Mode, Buffalo Sabres edition, or whatever. So, we are here today at we're at right before the preseason. In this one, we're going to go from the start of the preseason. We're going to go to Christmas in this one. And then the next one will probably be trade deadline. I think I'm going to start trying to do a year and I guess I kind of have been doing that, but basically a year and 2 or 3 videos. Probably gonna do 2. I think I'm gonna do just to Christmas for this year. I think as we kind of get going in farther in the GM mode, probably gonna start doing videos or years as 2 videos, like straight to the trade deadline, then playoffs, off season, and another one, and just chop it up so it's just nice and speedy. It's well paced. Because I know that sometimes these can outstay their welcome a little bit. So last draft, we made the big trade. Gave up our first, which was 15th overall. Gave up Dylan Cousins, who I think is probably going to be a second-line center in the NHL this year. Oh, shit. We gave him to the Rangers. Let's check real quick on him. So we made that big trade for him, and I think it was worth it. I think it was a big price to pay, but I think it was something we really needed. We need that elite. We need that killer player. And not that Dylan Cousins couldn't be that, but I think Otto Roddy will be that, and he will be that as early as next year. I think it was a smart trade. It was a big price. I tried not to cheese it. Yeah, Cousins is an 82 overall this year. So he's a third line player. But he'll be good. And plus, Cousins didn't have a role in our team, really. I mean, where are we? I might as well go all the way around. Oh, it's not even going to let me. Whatever. Cousins really did not have a role in our team. So, because Eichel is 24 years old and a 95 overall, Casey Middlestat is a 22 years old and an 87 overall. And then Suzuki and Asplund are probably going to be that bottom kind of row, the bottom 6 centers. And then we got Martin Kaut coming up to fill that bottom 6 role. So I didn't mean to go all the way back out. Let me go back to edit lines. So he didn't really need to be here. I mean, Cousins is a good player. Thank you very much. But Roddy or Reddy, I don't know what the little umlaut means. I don't know how you pronounce that in Finnish. It's probably something like Atu Reti. But I have no idea. So I could probably check on Elite Prospects. I bet they have his pronunciation. I might do that before the next one, but not this one. So I'm just going to call him Roddy this time. Rowdy Roddy Piper. That's going to be his nickname. Every time he scores, it's just going to be Roddy Piper. So we are going into the year with this lineup. So Skinner, Middlestat, Reinhart as a top line, Bailey, Eichel, Olofsson, kind of shelter the 2 wingers and let Eichel hopefully bail him out. Can't really let Middlestat and Bailey play together after how bad they were defensively last year. I mean, Bailey was a minus 23 last year. He did score 60 points. And then Middlestat, what did he do? He ended up being only a minus 4, and he had 57 points. But I think we got to kind of put Middlestat, put the weaker center with the better wingers, and put the better center with the weaker wingers, because I think Olofsson and Bailey can handle their own playing alongside Eichel. I mean, Olofsson and Bailey is up there in terms of Jack Eichel's career wings. I mean, it's better than, I was going to say Jamie McGinn, but he played with, he didn't play with him. Who played with Eichel? There's been so much just bad wingers. I guess Evan Rodriguez played with Eichel a little bit. He's had a rough time here in Buffalo. So we're just going to, let's kind of get our state of the organization. So that's the NHL team. So that's pretty much it. That third line, I'm a little worried about the third line. There's some switching that can be done around in terms of Ruotsalainen versus Luostarinen, Cahoon. I mean, but we don't really have. It's not like we have anybody who's like a 79 or an 80 just chilling down here. I mean, we got Martin Kaut, who's 77 overall, but I mean, Scott Wilson might be able to come up. We're kind of running out of of up-and-comers for at least up-and-comers who are, 22, 23 guys who played in the AHL for a couple of years who are going to grow in the middle of the year or be right on that cusp and then be able to make the transition. We've kind of run out of those because I don't think Kaut is going to be that guy this year. We do have in the system. See, there's basically nobody on the AHL team. We're kind of, it's basically the only prospects really on the AHL team are Brett Murray, who's 23, Lucas Rusek, who's 22, Cedarquist, who is 21, but he's a 60 overall and he's like a top 9 potential. Everybody else is they're aged out basically. I mean, there's NHL man Dalton Smith. Yeah, but in the system we have a few guys. We have Ahmed Ho. We have what was it? Hold on, let me check. So in the system, and these are young guys. The older, these are 18 and 19-year-olds. Well, 19-year-olds, I guess. We got Jean-Luc Foudy, 72 overall, playmaker, center. We got Ahmed Ho. We got Quentin Kahn, who 19 years old, 70 overall. These guys, going to be leaning on these guys coming up. Alberts Kozivnikov. What's his first name? Maxim Kozivnikov. It's a right winger, but he's far off if he ever makes it. He's a 54 overall. Yeah, so the cupboard is not empty, but it's kind of... all the dishes are out of the cupboard, and the new ones are sitting in the wash. They have not been restocked. They have not been put back in the cupboard. They're sitting in the dishwasher, and it's running. So they're not going to be ready just yet. Because we don't have any young D, really. I mean, we got we have a couple 24 or 25 and 26-year-olds on the AHL team's defense. I mean, we got John Marino, Will Borgen. So hopefully they can just do well and get get Martin Kaut, just get him some wins, get him some time, and the other kids that are on there, and we'll see how that goes. Because the AHL team is not bad. It's just that they're old. They're not really a young prospect-laden team. A lot of our prospects are still unsigned because they're like draft +1 or draft +2, and a lot of them are in college as well. Or a lot of them are, because they're in the U.S. Like Ahmed Ho, and I think Quentin Kahn, I think is a CHL player. So enough of that. Enough of the state of the organization. We're going to jump into it, and we're going to sim to the end of. We're going to sim to this Toronto game, the last game of preseason, and then we're going to see how everybody's doing. So big 3-2 win, 4-2 win. Andrew Ogilvy accepted his tendered offer. So that's another guy to play in the AHL team. Okay, so we got a couple big wins. Oh, big 8-5 loss. Our goalies are still Markstrom and Subban. And that's another one. We have Markstrom next year. We're going to have to worry about a backup because Subban he's an 82 overall. He's probably going to ask for quite a bit of money coming into next year. So, the Leafs have not won a single game, and we are 3-3-0. So let's sim this one. We'll do skip over the first 2 periods, and we'll see how we'll watch the third at 8 times speed. So nothing. Oh, but a big Olofsson goal 20 seconds into the period. That's not bad. Jason Spezza's still playing. This is year 3, so he's, 40? That's pretty impressive. And Frederik Andersen's still there. Casey Middlestat. We're kind of starting to get to the point in GM mode where it starts getting really fun because the guys kind of start retiring. You got these new stars coming up, and then the guys who are kind of right now in their prime, you're kind of Roman Josi, and big goal from Olofsson again. So Olofsson 2-goal period. The kind of big stars, your Duchesnes and all these guys are getting traded. Although I doubt Duchesne, the big goal from Dahlin as well. We're getting outshot though. I bet Duchesne probably won't. But those kind of guys who are on 1 or 2 year deals were left 1 or 2 years left on their deal in real life. They're kind of starting to sign with new teams and do all this. This is when it gets really funny. You start getting different contenders and stuff. Although we did have like what it was like Montreal and Dallas won the cup the last 2 years or something. I think last year it was Dallas, which I guess Dallas is pretty good in real life, but either way. So Olofsson, big 2 goals and an assist. Eichel 2 assists. Markstrom 941 save percentage, 32 save game for him. Not bad at all. He gave up one to Matthews. That doesn't even count. Come on, let's be honest. So let's check the stats. All right, and I like doing it from the edit lines so you can actually see kind of how a line's doing together versus looking. So 7 points for Skinner, 2 goals and 5 assists, 2 goals and an assist for Middlestat, -2, 2 penalty minutes. That's kind of disappointing considering how much Skinner produced. Reinhart, 2 goals and 4 assists. They're not bad. Josh Bailey, a goal and 5 assists. Eichel, 3 goals and 8 assists. Olofsson, 8 goals and 4 assists, and only 1 penalty, 2 penalty minutes. It's +7. That's what a player. The third line, Roddy got 1 point, 1 assist. Asplund put up 4 points though, even on plus minus, no penalties. Our team seems pretty clean. Eichel took 6 penalties, unless he had a fight, but he took 12 pims. Other than that, I mean, Reinhart took 4, and Reinhart's kind of a hard-nosed player in the game. Ruotsalainen, wow, nobody takes penalties on this team. Oh, wow, I just saw that. I was looking at the fourth line. So, Ruotsalainen got a goal and an assist. The fourth line, Dominic Cahoon. Have I made a bigger mistake as general manager than signing Dominic Cahoon to 4 years at 2.5? I gave him $10 million over 4 years. He has been terrible. He was okay when we put him with Eichel last year, but we don't need Dominic Cahoon playing with Jack Eichel. Oh my God. And then Nick Suzuki, man, that's a rough look for that fourth line. We might need to call up, I think we're going to call up Scott Wilson, which is a detriment to the AHL team. But hold on. We got $2 million cash. Let's see if anybody slipped through. Let's check free agents and just check and see if there's any fourth liners that did not get signed. There's a lot of defensemen. Let's check some left wingers. Daniel Carr, Marcus Hannakainen, Rudolph's Balsers. Screw it. I'm gonna sign. How many contracts? I have 38 contracts signed. So I'm gonna sign Balsers for the AHL team. So we're gonna give him. We'll give him 2 years because then he's still an RFA at the end of it, and he's our property. And then we're gonna Will Carrier. I could bring back Will Carrier. That would be fun. Or do I want Hannakainen? Who's better defensively? Hannakainen. He's got better defensive awareness. Although, actually, Rocco Grimaldi has better defensive awareness. And he skates faster. He's just not... Well, he's better at face-up. But what is it? So what's he better? Oh, he's just not as good at shot blocking. Or stick checking. What about Daniel Carr? Nope. Pressing all the... Nope. Oh, my God. I keep doing all the wrong buttons. Daniel Carr... He's okay. I think let's sign Rocco Grimaldi. We're going to sign Rocco Grimaldi for the AHL, and then we'll call up, what's his name? Well, I just had it. Scott Wilson. They got a lot of players down here, a lot of guys. Toby Reeder. Man, remember Toby Reeder on Team Europe in the World Cup? He was just, man, him and Leon Draisaitl, you just could not stop them. They were good. I mean, I don't know if they were unbeatable, but they were good. That was a fun tournament. As stupid as the whole premise was, and the fact they didn't have real teams, that was still a really fun tournament. I just like watching hockey. Yeah, there's Wedman. Who is Wedman? Matthew Wedman out of Seattle. He's 22. Let's sign this kid. He's a bottom 6 forward, but he's 22. He's already a 72 overall. Let's get him. Let's get him for the AHL team. They need it right now. They really need it. So we signed a couple left wingers for the AHL team. And we're going to call up what we started to do before I got sidetracked. We're going to call up Scott Wilson because we're going to put Dominic Cahoon on a leash. We might, I don't know, we might have to package him in a deal with something to just get out from under that contract because right now it is looking bad. I mean, I openly admit that was a mistake. That was a mistake. I do not know. Ah, man. He just has not been good. Has not been good at all. Okay, so Wilson's sitting up here now. Oh my God. Yeah, because let's check out these stats. Yeah, he had 41 points. I was expecting like that. I guess he was at -9 there too. I don't know. I do not know. He scored 13 goals though. I guess his goal production dropped off. But that, you got to think too, that's him. He's shooting really high that year, wasn't he? At 11%. But some of that is of his goals from last year, his points from last year, him playing with Jack Eichel, which I don't know how long he played. He also had 11 power play points last year. So that's a third of his points are on the power play. So he's really, really bad 5-on-5. But we've got him. We've got to figure it out. I mean, at this point, because we should be a contender for the playoffs. Okay, Rocco Grimaldi accepted. So that's great news. Waivers are now in effect. Matthew Wedman signed. Don't worry about the scouting. And Rudolph's Balsers signed. So we're going to have maybe a new look left wing in the AHL. Although we're going to make sure those guys play on the right side. So now we are officially set up. We got the AHL team a little bit of depth. Just some guys, some bums who are sitting around who aren't old. A couple of them are still RFAs. Hopefully they got a chance to grow into something resembling a fourth liner in case of emergency. I mean, that's the kind of thinking we're going to have to do down the line in the next couple of years when we maybe have to, if we get rid of Dominic Cahoon, we're probably not going to get a good player back for him. So we're gonna sim this game. I'm going to finish my point. We're going to sim this game. We're going to do full game 8x speed. So we're going to need, if we get rid of Kerfoot scores the first goal against us, it's a power play goal. Gave up a power play goal. But Dominic Cahoon, oh my God. Then Johnny T comes back, scores another one. Oh, no. Okay. All right. So, yeah, if we get rid of Cahoon, if he is terrible this year, we're probably not going to get a comparable or a good player back for him. We're probably going to have to, throw something in because he makes too much money, depending. I mean, because he's just been god-awful. So we're going to need those guys, especially in the next couple of years, though, when we kind of have to, when our players really start coming up, we have to start giving them big deals. All these other guys we got, Roddy and them, we're going to need guys like maybe a 28-year-old Rudolph Balsers, who's who's a 79 overall. We might need guys like that. So it doesn't hurt to have too many of those guys in the organization. We can always trade them away if they're just taking up space, which is something the Buffalo Sabres have not done in real life. They have 20 guys of that quality, and they have had them for 5 years. So it looks like Toronto's going to get the better of us here. Coming down to the last few minutes, we did outshoot them. Yep. Kasperi Kapanen gets the empty netter. Dominic Cahoon scores the only goal of the game for us. Kapanen, Tavares, Kerfoot. That's the Leafs right there. I mean, didn't get Marner, Matthews, and Nylander, but that's the Leafs support role. I mean, Tavares, not really, but. And then we go right into a back-to-back with Dallas. And this is at Dallas. We're on the road to start the year. Or we have a little road trip to start the year. Oh, I didn't mean to do this. Whatever. We'll do the whole game. We'll quick sim it. Power play goal from Jamie Benn. Oh, this isn't looking good. Victor Olofsson on the power play and Tyler Seguin. And they outshoot us. Victor Olofsson hat trick, though. Okay, that's fantastic. This is not good. This is not good at all. What are we doing? Step on, Bin, Seguin, Bin, Faxa, step on. Olofsson hat trick. Well, we can't do this again. We can't get off to a terrible start and then have to claw our way back out. If we last year, won 3 of our, well, we were pretty far out, but we were the last team. Matt Duchene. Oh, but this time Dominic Cahoon, and we don't give up a goal. Let's watch this third period. Eeli Tolvanen. Come on, Matt Duchene. I don't even want to see it. Another loss. Yeah, we got to do something. Got to do some line changes or something. Olofsson has a hat trick already, and then Dominic Cahoon has. So Victor Olofsson and Dominic Cahoon have all of our goals. So the first line's been bad. Second line's been okay. Third line's been bad. Well, Bailey only has 1 point. So does Eichel. So who gave Olofsson who gave them the puck all that time? Reinhart, Middlestat. How's Asplund? They're all not been fantastic. Yeah, see, Cahoon's still a -1. What if I did something crazy? Hold up. What if we put Cahoon on the second line? Cahoon and Olofsson. We put everybody who scores on this team on the same line. No, we'll put... I'm going to leave Reinhart Skinner middle stat, but I am going to switch them up like that. And then we put Bailey down here on the third line. Maybe he can help protect the guys. And then Roddy, yeah, he's going to stay down there. And he's on the power play. Suzuki, Bailey. So it had to be on the power play. Did Olofsson have all 3? I didn't pay attention. He only had 1 of the goals on the power play. Well, he's off to a good start, I guess. He's on pace for 82 goals. So that's pretty good. And then how have the goalies been? Markstrom has been a 923. Subban's been an 861, but that was in 1 game. He gave up the 5 goals against Dallas on the second half of back-to-back. It's too early to start messing with that. So let's do this Montreal game. This video might be real long because I might want to sim some or a lot of these games. We'll find out. But that's fine. That's fine. Montreal, big 2 goals. Josh Anderson, Brendan Gallagher. Oh, my God. Malcolm Subban. Oh, my goodness gracious. Gallagher. Oh, my God. That was horrendous. That was friggin' terrible. Quite frankly, abysmal. Not even. We're 0-4-0 to start the year again. Jeff Skinner. Okay, here we go. This is the team we built. This is the team we built. Come on, boys. Ruotsalainen, Suzuki, Asplund, Eichel, Skinner, and then Savard and Chiasson got one for Columbus, or each got one for Columbus. But that's what we needed right there. Big game from the third line there. 2 of them had a goal. Okay, we need to roll this. We need to start rolling now. We cannot afford to have a bad start again. We really, really needed a good one last year. So Doyle, is that Arthur Conan Doyle? And then Beagle scored, and then our 2 top centers scored. Oh, no, this one's going to come down to it, isn't it? Power play for Vancouver. While I adjust my mic. Oh, no, Elias Pettersson. Come on, we're out shooting them to hell. Jakob Markstrom against his former team, by the way. This might be his first one. I don't know if he played. Dominic Cahoon. I was trying to trade him like 10 minutes ago. This is okay. I would prefer the win, but we do get a point regardless. And we score Rasmus Asplund with 56 seconds left in overtime. Let's go, baby. This is how you start a roll. Eichel with a goal and an assist. Dahlin with 2 assists for the third star. Asplund gets that overtime OTGWG for the goatee man. His goatee, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a fan. I'm going to be honest, Rasmus. Look a little weird. I'm just not a fan of goatees, period. That's a big 2 wins. Carolina's 3-1-0 in their first 4 of the year. Let's see. Svechnikov, Coleman, and Kokkonen. Gagne. Just absolute dog shit. Just Maroon, Gagne, Svechnikov, Coleman, Kokkonen. And then Eichel is the only guy putting up points. What are we doing right now, people? Roddy has 0 points. He's the only guy. He's the only guy on the team that doesn't have a point. He's the only forward on the team that doesn't have a point. Yeah, Riley doesn't have a point. Him and Yokoharu and Riley are the only guys that don't have points. God damn. We're going to split up Yokoharu Montour, put Yokoharu back with Pilot, which hurts our chemistry, but, I mean, if they're playing like shit anyway, it doesn't really help us. I don't know. 900 for him, 828 in 2 games for Malcolm Subban. Malcolm, come on. Mike Riley and Cale Fleury they've been okay. I mean, they've been no worse than any of the other guys. Everybody's been bad. They have the same, every single D pair is -3, -4, every single one of them. So we're going to split up Yokoharu and Montour. I don't know. Do I leave Cahoon? I mean, he's tied for the team lead in goals. Or do we put... I don't know, man. I don't know. Do we put... I think we put Bailey and Olofsson back with them, but make them the first line. That's what we'll do. And then we'll put Cahoon with Asplund, because Asplin's been playing better. So we'll see if maybe we can get them going. And then, how many games has he played? Roddy's played 7 games. This is his last game. We're not going to let him, or I guess we can play 9, right? So then we can send him down or whatever, depending on his contract will slide after that. And he'll go to the AHL, which is good, because he's a European player. Right? I think, because he came from Finland. I don't think he was playing in the CHL. So Chicago, Calvin DeHaan. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, let's go. Pilot, Suzuki, Riley. Riley with a big goal. I was just talking about him. It's like I call you out, and then you come out and just perform. Power play for the boys. Let's go. Come on. Charles Houdon and Calvin DeHaan are not their best players, I don't think. I would hope not. No, because they still got Kane and Taves. Reinhardt with a big third period goal to extend the lead, but Kirby Doc, the youngin, coming up or from like right in the center of the home plate. There we go. That's a huge win. That is a huge win. Josh Bailey now leads our team in points with 6 assists. I love it. I love it. How did Roddy's back up? He's back. He was a +1 that game. Suzuki's got 2 goals and 2 assists. I mean, he's playing like a half a point player. I'm not upset with Suzuki. We might switch Asplund and Suzuki, but we have to switch around the wingers too. We might put Luosterainen. I mean, he does have as many points as Ruotsalainen. There's so many Finnish people in this team. This team is so Scandinavian. We got what? We got Olofsson, Asplund, Ruotsalainen, Roddy, Luosterainen, Dahlin, Pilot, Yokoharu, and Markstrom. We're so Scandinavian. And then you throw in other Europeans, and we got what? We got Cahoon's German. I guess that's really it. Everybody else is Canadian or American. Captain Jack up there, carrying the torch for the old US of A. I don't think Bailey's Canadian. Yeah, everybody else is Canadian pretty much. All right, let's hop back in. That is 8 games. Roddy's getting 1 more game, and then we're going to probably send him down. Unless he scores. If he scores, we might leave him in there because he might start playing better. I don't know. Cale Fleury, R2 Ruotsalainen, R2D2 with the first goal of the game. Joe Thornton on the power play for the Colorado Avalanche. Does that mean that Joe Thornton and... Oh, Gabe Landeskog ties it up early. Does that mean Joe Thornton and Nazem Kadri are on the same team in this game? In this GM mode? Oh, Joe Thornton again. He's fucking like 42 years old. Okay, there we go. Jack Eichel. We cannot be beat by the Graybeard. This is like year 3. Andre Burakovsky. Come on. This is in the second period, at least. Okay. All right, let's go into the third. We are out shooting them, but getting killed. Is Subban in net? No, Markstrom's in net. Markstrom's given up 5 goals. What is wrong with our goaltenders? I just can't get a good goalie. I even went out and got a... I think I went better. Didn't I get a better goalie coach? I don't know. This is upsetting, though. This is so upsetting. This is pissing me off. Cannot. 4 points. The man's like 49 years old, and he's scoring 4 points on us. Well, that means Roddy's going down because he has 0 points, 2 penalty minutes, and is a -4 in 9 games. So that means Roddy's gone. We don't have anybody who's like really outperforming in the AHL. Like Rocco Grimaldi's got 5 points. Curtis Lazar has 5 points. Martin Kaut has 9 points, but he's the center down there. Rudolf Bolsters has 7. He's a -1. John Marino has been pretty good for a defenseman. It's a lot of points for a D-man. Nah, I thought we're just going to run Scott Wilson on the 4th line. We're going to edit lines. And we're going to put Wilson in here. Going to substitute him in all lines, which then means we're going to have to mess with the special teams. So I'm going to edit the lines, and I will be right back. All right, so we put Cahoon on that spot in the second power play where Roddy was playing. And then we switched it up a little bit, got Suzuki and Luostarinen up here on the 3rd line with Cahoon, and then Wilson, Asplund, Roos. I don't know why I can't say it. That's Ruotsalainen. We got R2D2 up here on the 4th line. And then we really didn't mess with the top 6. And how are the defense doing? They're still bad. Still atrocious. They're actually kind of worse. But everyone else, the bottom pairing has actually been kind of good or been better. I mean, Cale Fleury's put up a goal. Riley's put up a goal. The goalies have been abysmal. We don't have a single one over 890. I mean, 890 is Markstrom. Subban's played 2 games. I don't know what it is with the goalie. I can't figure it out. I can't understand why we don't have any kind of decent goaltending every single year. I go out and get a goalie who's pretty good, and then they're absolutely abject terrible. How is my goalie coach? Do I not have a spot? Oh, I don't have a freaking goalie coach. Oh, yeah, it's been a while since I recorded. I spent like all of last video trying to friggin' hire a goalie coach, and they would not sign one. Nobody would freaking sign on with me. Apparently, you really need to have a goalie coach. I thought I had one. I forgot that nobody would sign with me, which is just so annoying. Just make freaking goalie coaches. Like, they put in this new coaching mechanic, which I kind of enjoy. I think it's fun. It's another added layer of depth. But then, like, it's completely broken. Like, for some reason, nobody, like, my coach retired last year, and then I couldn't get a coach. And now nobody wants to be a goalie coach in the NHL. There's, 150 coaches out there, and none of them are willing to take my freaking job as a goalie coach. I don't understand why. It's so annoying. No, I don't want to. I don't want to give up all that stuff just to get an extra 7th back. I'm going to reject the offer. I don't feel the quality of the roster matches the challenges I'm wishing to take on. You don't like the size of the market. What is this BS? Like, freaking sign. You people would rather be unemployed than freaking being a coach. What the hell is wrong with this game? You people would really rather be unemployed. That's fine. I hope you all have a great time sitting on your ass and doing nothing. Marshall would work. I want to give you a goalie coach job, though. And I'll give you $543,000 a year for 3 years if you would be the freaking goalie coach at this team. I think I offered this guy a thing last time. I don't know. It's so annoying. It's so stupid. Just, like, have a freaking goalie coaches, and then I can sign. I'm sorry. This game's pissing me off. All right. We've simmed, like, every game up to this point. We might as well keep going since we made some changes to the lineup. Olofsson gets one. Fucking disgusting. Oh, my God. I'm getting angry. This is so annoying. Why is every time I go and get a goalie, they're fucking terrible? Like, this is not a situation of, like, our defense is bad. Yeah, and to answer the question, Kadri and Thornton are on the same team still. Like, this is not a problem where our defense is making our team bad. Like, it's just our goalies are abjectly terrible. And they are, every single goalie in this organization is terrible because we have no goalie coach, apparently. 881 save percentage, 828 save percentage. What is this bullshit? They're 86 and 82 overall goalies. Look at this. He's like 4.5, 5-star, 4.5, 4-star, 4-star, 4-star. This is so stupid. What was he on his last year? What was Markstrom on his last year with Vancouver? He was a 902 goaltender. And now he's an 881, really. This is so stupid. Hey, we have a freaking goalie coach. Thank you. Okay, Vegas. Okay, that was better. That was a good game, boys. Olofsson, Middlestat, Cahoon, Skinner, Middlestat, Bailey. And then we gave up Pacioretty, Carlson, and Stone got goals against us. That's okay, though. We'll live. We need wins. We need to turn this around. We cannot have a perennial loser in Buffalo. We had that one year where we had like the President's Trophy team, and then we lost we got swept, or we lost in Game 7 to Florida. We need to get back in the playoffs because I think this team can make do some damage in the playoffs. This is a good team. Olofsson and Cahoon. Olofsson again. Tolvanen scored for them. Eichel. Tolvanen, Forsberg scored for them. And then we had Eichel, Olofsson, Cahoon. Olofsson is... How many goals is that for him? That's 7 goals on the year so far. He's been good. Cahoon's up to 5, I think. Okay. This is much better. Apparently it was goalie coach. I have no idea. If that's all it was, that's so annoying that the system is so broken. You have to like way overpay a guy just so they'll be your goalie coach. We're going to best lines this. Have Roddy on the top line. Martin Kaut. Curtis Lazar up there with them. That works for me. I'm going to be honest. That works for me with Balsers and Grimaldi around Day. Having that veteran second line on the AHL team. We also have no goalies in the AHL either. So he's back up to an 893 now. Subban has not played since his 7-goal performance against Montreal or whatever. Okay, we're coming up. Is we going to Carolina? Yeah, we're going to Carolina. Ooh, a second and Rybinski for 2/3 from Ottawa and New York. Why would I do that? Why would I give up a second and a player to get 2/3? He's a low top 9 forward. Get your trades together, NHL. Okay, here we go. Some in the first period. Oh, that's a big first period. Oh, against Olmark, because we traded him to Carolina, or he went to Carolina. I can't remember if we traded him or he went there. Excuse me. All right, Olofsson hat trick again, so he's up to 10 goals in 13 games. Middlestat got a point. Svechnikov, Teravainen, and Niederreiter. Carolina with a big second period. We need this third. Come on, boys. We need this win. Markstrom gives up 5 goals again, too. But whatever. I have the simulation set for like more scoring. Oh, Jeff Skinner with a big goal to tie it. I have the simulation set to more scoring, but I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be just in general, not just on my team. I would certainly freaking hope so. Oh, it's Nick Suzuki late in the third. Are we going to be able to pull this off? Alex Nedeljkovic has given up 3 goals, I think. I think Omar gave up the first 3 and Nedeljkovic gave up the next 3. Oh, baby. That's a huge win right there. That is a big win. I think that brings us to within 1 of 500 or something like that. So Olofsson hat trick from Eichel, Dahlin, Reinhard Eichel, Bailey on the third one. Middlestat, Reinhardt, Dahlin. Cahoon's out here taking penalties. He's gooning it up with goaltender interference penalties, apparently. Skinner, Reinhardt, Eichel, Suzuki, Lusterrein, and Dahlin. So Dahlin and Eichel had big assist-heavy games. They didn't get any of the stars, though. Niederreiter had 2 goals and an assist. That makes sense. So that brings us within 1 of 500. So we are 6-7-0. So last time we were 10-10 and something. We're at the end of October, so that was a pretty bad October. But in our last 10, we are 6-4-0. So we have turned it on. How many points back are we of a playoff spot? Wow, we're already 5 points back. We have a game at hand. There's a lot of time to go, but we're 5 points back of the Panthers. We're already 11 points down to the Habs, who are 11-1-1. Oh my goodness gracious. So we're going to sim this game. I'm just simming like every game. Screw it. This video can be like 2 hours long. I don't care. Cale Fleury with a big goal. Dominic Cahoon and Jack Eichel. I was talking mad shit about Dominic Cahoon going to the year, and he has turned it on with a big power play goal to extend the lead to 3-0. Brendan Gaunce comes back with 19 seconds left in the period. Kind of a buzzkill, but that's fine. We're out shooting them to hell. Victor Olofsson, 11 goals in 14 games. Out shooting them 36-26 right now. That's a huge win against San Jose. That is big. That might be the biggest win of the year right there. Huge performance from Markstrom. Made 25 saves, gave up 1 goal. Victor Olofsson with a goal and assist. Bailey with 3 assists. That might be the biggest win of the year to pull us back into 500 against a good team. The Sharks, going into that game, they were 7-4-2. They're still tied for the lead of their division. This one's big too against New York. 9-3-1 for New York. They're 7-2-1 in their last 10. We are 7-3-0. This is a big one. Let's see if we can pull this out. And then Subban will probably play one of these games. We'll find out which one. It'll be the next one, probably. Suomela, Antti Suomela or Alexi Suomela? I can't remember now. Reinhardt puts us on the board first, and then Kakko and Suomela. Suomela again. This is a big one. We can afford to drop a game here and there, but we need to play really, really good hockey to, basically until Christmas. I'm just going to sim to the end of the game. Josh Bailey. Is that Josh Bailey's first goal of the year? I feel like he has 12 assists and no goals. That's his second goal of the year. So he does have a lot of assists and no goals from Olofsson and Dahlin. So that's a disappointment. But we're coming up here. Let's check the schedule. We play Detroit, who's 4-7-2. We play Vancouver, who's 6-6-2. Anaheim, 9-6-0. Calgary, 5-8-4. Islanders 3-9-2. The Devils are 7-6-1. The Islanders 3-9-2. So we play the Islanders twice. Washington's 8-7-0. So they're basically us flipped around. So they're right around 500. Puck bounce here and there. Then them again. So we got we have a decent opportunity here to really make up some ground. So we're gonna send all these games because I'm having fun watching the games. Let's go for it. Oh my goodness, Michael Rasmussen. Are you kidding me? We blow it. Absolutely blow it against Detroit. That was our chance. Now we're 7-9-1 or 7-9-0. That was a piss poor effort from everybody involved right there. Foodie and Rybinski for Bugstad in a third. No, thank you. I don't know what we need to do. I don't know if it's third line center. I don't know. I thought Suzuki and them were doing okay. There we go. Olofsson, Suzuki, Olofsson. Brock Besser gets a power play goal. Oh yes, Olofsson, another hat trick. He's got 3 hat tricks on the year already, if not more. He might have 4. That's crazy. This kid is playing out of his mind. Josh Bailey. That's a huge 5-1 win. Okay, all right. Maybe I'm overreacting. We're getting back on track here. Maybe. Markstrom was good there. Yep, Olofsson again. Olofsson and Eichel are just combining. They are deadly. when they get going. So Anaheim, this is going to be a big one because Anaheim's a good team. Anaheim's what? Well, they're 9-8-0. They've lost a couple games in a row here. Had to, because they were 9-6-0 or something a minute ago. All right, Anaheim. Oh yes, Fleury and Riley. The entire third pair of defense puts up a goal. Both the third pairing defensemen score is what I'm trying to say. I don't know. That was like the worst possible way to say that. In the first period, to open it up on John Gibson, who is a hell of a goalie. Oh, power play for Anaheim. Power play for Buffalo. Jeff Skinner puts us up 3-0. Excuse me. Oh, Nick Ritchie brings them back within 2, though. We're out shooting them to hell. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Yes, Jeff Skinner. Jeff Skinner again, baby. Let's go. Skinner, chicken dinner. Brings it home. Puts the boys in blue back to 500. 9-9 going into Calgary. The second half of a back-to-back. That Western road trip, I guess. This is a weird Western road trip. We went to Vancouver and then down to Anaheim and then back up to... This is a weird road trip. Back up to Calgary. All right, so we're going to send this one. They're 7-8-4, so they get a lot of points in overtime. They get a lot of loser points. Nick Suzuki and Eric Stahl. Oh, baby. Skinner, chicken dinner again on the power play. 2 goals in the second. It's only Skinner, chicken dinner when he scores 2 goals in a game. Just a heads up. It's like a Skinner trick. Skinner, chicken dinner. So Suzuki, Skinner, Eichel, Skinner, Olofsson. Let's just sim this third. Bailey, Olofsson again. Olofsson is playing out of his mind right now. Eichel and Skinner both have 7 goals on the year. Olofsson has 16, guys. 16 goals, and it's not even Thanksgiving yet. Or it might be Thanksgiving. It is not even Thanksgiving yet. Well, what would be... This would be American Thanksgiving? I am American, but I'm specifying in case there are Canadians watching. This is American Thanksgiving this year. Or that would probably be it in November 2021 would be the last Thursday of the month. So, yeah, that'd be it right there. So we're like 2 weeks away from Thanksgiving, and he's playing really well. So, the Islanders, this is a big one. We need to stomp this team. We need another Olofsson hat trick. He's got 3 or 4 already. I wish you could go back like you can in MLB and look at the game sheets, and I'd go like keep track of that stuff because that would be awesome. Dahlin on the power play gets us out front. Eichel, well, Dalcall ties it. Eichel scores to put us back on the lead. Josh Hosang scores to tie it again. And then the man, the myth, the legend, Dominic Cahoon scores. I just realized there's 20 minutes and 37 seconds left in the period. That's weird. Scores again to put us back in the lead. Jeff Skinner, again. That's goal number 8, I think, for him and Eichel. Casey Middlestat, I don't know how many he scored. I think Cahoon's up to like 7 or 8 now, too. Jack Eichel, again. This is a big one. This is exactly what we needed to do. We needed to get blow them out, you know? We needed this. Got to get our confidence rolling. We need this right now. And now New Jersey, who is probably right around 500. Yeah, basically. If it were any other sport, they'd actually be 500. But in the NHL, you are not 500, even though they were 9 wins and 9 losses. So, but they're a 500 team basically. Let's go ahead. Let's sim this one. This is going to be a long video, although we are kind of burning through games. Yes, Fleury and Dahlin get us out big, or get us out early in a big way. 25-12, they're out shooting us. So Jesper Boquist scores to bring it back within 1. They are out shooting us to hell. Jakob Markstrom was playing really well. Jesper Boquist again, though. This is a big one. We need... What are we doing, boys? They're out shooting us double. Dustin Byfuglien is on the... Oh, Dominic Cahoon. Dustin Byfuglien's on the Devils, though, apparently. They're out shooting us so bad. We just need the point. Get the point in this one. Yes, this is our goalie stole us a game, boys. Our goalie stole this. This is... Markstrom stole us a point here. Let's see if we can get the extra one in overtime. Out shooting us double. Oh, my goodness. All right, going to the shootout. And yes. So we tie. Get the extra point in the shootout. That's fine by me. Eichel and Montour. They re-signed Hall in this game. They did not let Hall go. So Cahoon, Dahlin, and Fleury. Cahoon on the power play put up a lot more points there than what's his name did than Roddy. Yeah, Cahoon's got 9 goals on the year. He's playing. Well, he was on that second power play with Bailey and Montour. Fleury, Riley, Reinhardt. Fleury has 4 goals. Dahlin only has 2. Reinhardt picks up an assist on that one, though. That's not bad for the boys. The boys on the blue line out here in Buffalo, in icy Buffalo. All right, let's go. This is another one. The Islanders are playing so bad. We need to kill them again here. They come out and get an early lead. Oh, no. This isn't going well. Hold on one second. Had to sip my drink. All right, we're going to sim this. I'm going to slow sim this. So Eichel gets us back within 1 after Cal Clutterbuck and Brock Nelson? Brock Nelson scores to extend the lead. Jeff Skinner ties the game, though. Let's freaking go. On the power play. We can do this. We can do this. Come on, Markstrom. Yes. Good job, boys. Oh, no. No, you got to stop taking penalties. We do get an extra point. We get the point. That's important. Skinner comes back, ties the game, gets us a point. At this point in the season, we need points. Josh Bailey against his former team scores the minute and a half to go in overtime on Semyon Varlamov, and that is it, boys. That's it. The night is done in New York. The city is going to sleep now. So the Capitals have fallen down to below 500. Luosterainen and Rybinski for Corey Perry. No thanks. I would rather have Luosterainen. He's actually been pretty good. I mean, right now we're getting a lot of goals from like 7 players. We're like their entire top 6, and then like Cahoon, and then every once in a while Suzuki pots 1. But hey, the defense is chipping in right now, so I'm not complaining too much. Ovechkin and Orlov score. Skorlov. Backstrom and Leipzig. Eichel brings us back to within 3. Absolute, not a great night. But we've had a good run. We don't need to win every game. We need to win the right ones. We need to win enough games. Scott Wilson, with his first of the year, I believe, puts us back to within 2. On the power play, we couldn't get it within 1. That would have been a good time to get within 1, guys. Not looking like we're going to do it tonight. Nope. Sadly, we do not do it. Eichel had a goal, and that put him at the top person. That made him the star of the night, I guess. All right. Well, that's fine. That puts us as, what are we in our last 10? I mean, before that we won. I mean, it's loss, win. We won 6 in a row. Loss, win. So we're not bad. We're doing great right now. We are 4th in our division. We're 1 point back of the Maple Leafs. So this is a big one against Detroit, although I don't think Detroit is super important. We're going to need to win against Florida next week, and then Montreal is going to be tough to get a point out of Montreal. They are so good right now. But the Panthers were 3 points back of the Panthers, so that's a big game next week. Because that's an important one. Because it really, I mean, going down the line, them not having 2 points and us having that 2 points could be the difference between not only like home ice in the playoffs, but making the playoffs in general, depending on how the Metro division is. So Olofsson on the power play, Suzuki scored, Hyros scored again. He scored on us last time. And then Torrey Krug is on Detroit now, huh? That's not bad. That's not a bad pickup for Detroit. I don't know what they gave up for him, but I don't know if they probably signed him as a free agent because they have all that cap space, I bet. That's not a bad pickup for Detroit. He's pretty decent defenseman. We're out shooting him to hell. Come on, we better not. Yes, Jeff Skinner. Come on. Let's go. Jeff Skinner with the late game heroics again. That's a few times this year he has either scored the game winner late or tied it late to get us a point. That's fantastic. All right, we're going now. Anaheim's coming back to Buffalo. They're coming back to the KeyBank Center to try and redeem themselves after we beat them last time. So Andre Kasha scores to open the scoring. Josh Bailey ties it, and then Troy Terry takes back the lead late in the second period, 34 seconds left. He scored that goal. But Victor Olofsson starts it off right 3.5 minutes into the third. Victor Olofsson ties the game, scores one on Neuvirth from the top of the circle, like left or opposite Ovechkin. Jeff Skinner again, 2 games in a row. He puts us up after with less than 10 minutes left in the game. Can we hold on to it again? This is reminding me of this team's reminding me a couple years ago, or reminding me of a couple years ago. I don't know if anybody remembers, but it was like when Montreal was still good. They still had like Subban and Galchenyuk and Pacioretty. They still had that core. And it was like nobody on that team scored. It's like Gallagher wasn't scoring. It was nothing. It was like there was like a week-long period where it was just every time it was a Carey Price shutout, and then like with like 5 minutes left or in overtime or something, one of Pacioretty or Galchenyuk scored. This team reminds me of that. It's every single time late in the game. We're close. It's like Markstrom's holding us in the game, and then Olofsson or Skinner scores and either ties the game or wins it or something. Like, it's like that here. We're not quite getting shutouts. I mean, we don't have Carey Price. We don't have like 2017 Carey Price in our net. Well, this is going to be a big one against St. Louis. Not super big. It's not a division game, but it'd be nice to be able to pull out to 16-10-0. A first rounder for a fourth in Bjugstad? Why do they want... I guess that was retained salary on Bjugstad. I don't want Bjugstad. I don't need him. Suzuki's playing fine as third line center. If anything, I'd want a winger. But, like, I don't even really need one of those. Well, I say that. Suzuki scores on the power play. Parayko, Tarasenko, and Shin from kind of the same spots. Score 3 unanswered in the first to put... it's on Malcolm Subban, though. So this is our backup goalie. So we can't hold this too bad against them. Let's just see if we can try and get back in this game. We'll skip the second. Ryan O'Reilly torturing us again. Congratulations, Ryan. We miss you. We desperately miss you, Ryan. And Pontus Aberia, excuse me, scores to make it, or they both score to make it 5-1. So not looking like a good night. We're just going to go ahead and sim the third. Yeah, nothing happened. 5-1. It's a bummer. Malcolm Subban, he's had a rough year. Markstrom started off bad, but Subban's contract is up after this year, so we're going to have a different backup next year anyway, so I'm not super concerned about the backup situation. So this one's a big one. This is Florida. Oh, roster man. It is July 1st. That's fine. Roster, or no, not roster. What am I talking about? Let me back out so I can actually see the calendar or the schedule. So they are 5 points ahead of us, though. Oh, wow. They got a game at hand, or we have a game at hand on them, but 5 points. We've given up a couple games, and I guess the Leafs have turned it on. The Lightning are 2 points back, and then... Okay, so see, it's looking like the Atlantic is going to take all the wild card spots because the Devils, we would be tied for second place with the Penguins in that division. So it looks like, and then the Flyers are 4 points back, the Devils are 2 points back. So unless they really turn it on, the Caps are way back there. So it looks like it's going to be all Atlantic wild card, but it's early, so we still need to win these games. So it's important that we win against our divisional rivals. So we're gonna see if we can maybe pull this one out. Florida's been good. Montreal, not the next game, but the one after. It's either the next game or the one after. That's going to be a tough one. That's going to be an important game because they are running away with the division, and it would be nice to steal a couple points from them. Jeff Skinner on the power play on Tomas Greiss. Greiss is in Florida. Dominic Cahoon. Yes. That's like goal 11 on the year or something like that. He's having a great year. What is his name? It's something Noel. Obviously, it says it right there. It's like not Simone Noel. I don't remember. It's not Shea Noel. I can't remember his name. I'm sorry. Noel scored for Florida. Oh, Marcus Sorensen? Yeah. From San Jose. Looking like. Oh, no, 5-on-3. Who's taking all these penalties? Oh, Marcus Sorensen again on Malcolm Subban. We need a Malcolm Subban win here, people. Why are we playing so bad in front of him? Like, we're getting outshot the hell. Although their goalie has been... Oh, what am I doing? There we go. Their goalie has not been great. Come on. Put some shots on the net. Get back to within one. Where's this Jeff Skinner Where's the Jeff Skinner late game heroics we've been getting so used to? We need a shorty. It's a long power play. It's not going to happen. Nope. Marcus Sorensen finishes the hat trick with the empty netter. Damn it, man. We needed that. We needed that. Dennis Malgin with 3 assists. It's not Sam Noel. It's like he's got a weird first name. I can't remember it. It's not like Shea. I don't know. That was a big loss. That was a disappointing loss. I would have really liked to at least get a point out of that game. Tie it late. Something. See if we can bounce back. This will be Markstrom against... I don't know. We probably shouldn't be playing Malcolm Subban against our divisional rivals. Why is he playing 2 games in a row anyway? Arturi Lehkonen scores on Markstrom. Oh, man. This is not good. Corey Perry scores. Shea Weber. This team is old. Corey Perry and Shea Weber. Jack Eichel scores on the power play to bring us back to within 2. But we're getting outshot to hell. Oh, but Sam Reinhart scores on the power play. We might be able to pull something out of the hat here. Might be able to pull the rabbit out of the hat. Big 5-on-3 power play. Come on. You know what they say. When you can't score on a 5-on-3 power play, you're probably not going to win. Oh, but Victor Olofsson ties it late. Evens up the shots, too. And Carey Price. Oh, we steal a point from the Montreal Canadiens. That's a big one. That's a big point right there. We need that. I mean, Montreal's probably going to run away with the division. Yeah, Brett Kulak scores in overtime to give them the extra one. Montreal's probably going to run away with the division, but we need to get every point we can off of our divisional rival. That's why I'm disappointed about that Florida game. We need to soak up some points here from Detroit and Montreal as well. And the Bruins. Are the Bruins bad? The Bruins are bad. Does that mean I should try and go trade for David Pastrnak? No, I can't. I got my team. I just got to wait on Roddy to grow, and then he'll be that guy. Jeff Skinner and Dominic Cahoon put us up early. Jack Eichel puts us up early. And Eichel again, middle stat. That's not bad. Andreas Athanasiou scores to break the shutout, but that's fine. That's fine. I can't complain. Eichel, 2 goals. Markstrom, 1 goal and 30 saves. And then Skinner gets a goal and an assist. I can't complain. Can't complain. That's a good win. Good dominating win over Detroit. New Jersey's been good. Damn. New Jersey would be nice to get a point from. New Jersey's basically as good as we are. I think they have like the same amount of points or something, don't they? 32? I think we have 33 or something like that now. Then that Boston game, that's a big one. Middlestat, Suzuki on the power play. Jack Hughes scores. 3 minutes left in the first to bring him back within 1. Huge second period. Eichel on the... Eichel shorty. Dustin Byfuglien, Jesper Bratt scored for them. Eichel with the shorty. Mike Riley. I almost said Morgan Riley. We do not have Morgan Riley. Jack Eichel scores. What is this shorthanded goal? Did he just like snipe it from the half wall? And then Reinhart scores from like way off in the corner there. All right, let's get in there. And Reinhart on the power play. So Reinhart, Eichel, Riley, Eichel, Suzuki, Middlestat. That's not a bad game at all. It's a big set. Putting up 7 goals on a team that's got like 1 less point than you. That's pretty good. We need to get points against Boston. If we don't get at least a point, I mean that's really bad. Force back a Carlson and McAvoy score. Middlestat breaks it up. Scores in the middle there. Trent Frederick scores. Make it 3-1. Olofsson on the power play. Let's sim this one. Oh, power play for Buffalo. Come on, guys. Come on. Long one. Or seems like a long one. I don't know. Jake DeBrusk. Damn, man. We need points against these teams. Brad Marsh. I don't even want to see the rest of it. 5-2 loss to Boston. That moves them up to 13-17. 14-17-2. Sorry. We're 2 points back of Florida, I think, or Toronto, one of the two for that place in our division. We got Ottawa here, and then New York's I think leading the league or the division, definitely the division, probably the league. 43 points is a lot. So we need to win against Ottawa. We got 2 games against Ottawa this week, and we need to beat them. And then we have a Christmas Day game against the Islanders. So we're approaching the end of the video here. Duclair scores on Subban. We're playing Subban. We need to get a win with Subban in the net. Middlestat and Eichel give us the lead. That's a big one. This is going to be good. Why do we put up so few shots when Subban is in net? Like, we are terrible in front of him in terms of offense. We give up so many goals and just don't. Oh, 5-on-3. 2-minute 5-on-3. That was long. Josh Bailey from absolutely nowhere. And then Jack Eichel from the corner. Jeff Skinner puts it up 4-1. Brady Tkachuk brings him back within 2. That's a big win with our backup goalie right there. Big win with the backup goalie. Okay, this New York game is going to be fun. I don't want a 5th. I didn't do it for Bjugstad in a 4th. Why the hell would I do it for Bjugstad in a 5th? Come on. This would be a big one to win. This would be a big statement game if we came out and won this, but I'm not expecting that. I'm kind of expecting defeat. But we're up going into the 3rd. So Panarin and Holtz have goals for them. Eichel, Olofsson, Middlestat for us. On Igor Shesterkin, which I believe is how you pronounce it properly. That's what I read on Twitter, so it has to be true. Power play, Vicchio, baby, Victor, Goalofsson, R2 Ruotsalainen, putting us up by 3 with 10 minutes to, or with 12 minutes to go. Oh, Artemi Panarin brings him back, though. Artemi Panarin's a hell of a player. Oh, come on. Buchnevich with 4 seconds left. Yes, we get it. We just barely eked that one out. They tried. They tried their hardest. But Buchnevich just put that one in too late. Markstrom gave up 4 goals, but we stole points from the New York Rangers, who are, I believe, the best team in the NHL this year. Well, the Canadians. The Canadians are the best team in the NHL, I think. The Rangers are, the very least, the best team in the Metro. So that's a big one. They're 21-8-3, even after losing to us. Okay, so Ottawa is a big one. Got to win this Ottawa game, just like we did the last one. We got to capitalize on these bad teams. Okay, let's... Oh, yes. Middlestat, Eichel, Skinner, Reinhardt... Or no, what? Sorry. Middlestat, Eichel, Reinhardt, Skinner, Olofsson, and then Abramov and Tkachuk score for Ottawa. Tkachuk scores again for Ottawa. Oh, no. Duclair. Was it a major? Oh, and Anthony Mantha scores. But Scott Wilson puts us back up by 1. Let's go. Come on. This is a barn burner in Buffalo tonight. Oh, my goodness. Come on. We can do this. Oh, baby. That's a win. A win's a win. They don't ask how, they ask how many. Let's go. Olofsson, 3 points. Middlestat, 2 points. Reinhardt, 2 points. That's a big one. Big 5-goal first propelled us to that win. They almost came back, though. So Pittsburgh's going to be a tough cookie. I think Pittsburgh, they're the 2nd-place team in their division. They got 38 points. They only have 18 wins, but they seems like they've played less games than us. By a lot. We played so many games. Cahoon scores against his former team. Skinner scores, but then Malkin, Hornquist, and Gensel score. We put them up. Mika Salamaki, Brian Rust. This is a tough one. This is a tough loss. But I can't complain too much. We just had a great week. Stole one from the Rangers. And I think we're really cementing our places. Maybe the 3rd team in the division. Maybe first wild card. Jake Gensel scores again. All right, come on. Just hurry it up. Let's get this over with. Yep. Now, I would really like to win this next one. I would like a big bounce back from the boys here in Montreal. Montreal's coming to Buffalo, but 28-7-1. The Montreal Canadiens have been so good. Yeah, we're 6 points back of the Leafs. I don't know. We are way back there. But that might actually be better because we might end up playing... I don't know. We might end up getting out of our division, depending. So Bailey puts us up on the power play, and then Rasmus Ristolainen comes back, biting us in the ass after trading him to Montreal. What are you going to do? Oh, but a big second period from Cale Fleury and Victor Olofsson. Second period goals. We're out shooting them 18-14. Let's do it, boys. Oh, no. Corey Perry brings us back to within. When we're playing Malcolm Subban against the Montreal Canadiens, I probably shouldn't do that. But Jack Eichel puts us up by 2. 5-on-4 power play. Come on. Oh, no, penalty kill. Come on. Yes, Josh Bailey scores right after it's over with. Oh, no. Can we do it? Can we steal? That's a big... Oh, Jesperi Kotkaniemi. Oh, yes. That is a huge backup goalie win against the best team in the NHL. That was good. That was really good. Josh Bailey with a 5-point night. Eichel with 2 points. Olofsson with 2 points. Come on, Bailey. Is Bailey leading our team in points? This is fantastic. All right, we're gonna do the Christmas Day game because there's a Christmas Day game. So I said we'd go to Christmas. So we're gonna do Christmas Day game against the Islanders, and then we're gonna stop and get an update on the league and the team and who's doing well, who's doing bad. We're going to check the AHL, see how Roddy's doing, everybody else down there. Early goal from Olofsson on Pickard. I think it's Pickard. And then another one from Bailey and Olofsson on the power play, both of them, out shooting them over double after that first period. And we have a huge second period. Cal Clutterbuck scores to break up our scoring, break up the shutout. E2 scores, Dominic Cahoon scores, Jack Eichel scores. Let's just go ahead and sim the third. And Cal Clutterbuck scores again. Cal Clutterbuck had himself a little game, I guess. And then Rasmus Dahlin scores to make it 7-2. Outshot them 40-25. The Islanders are really not good this year, so that's what I would hope for. Good teams beat the teams they're supposed to beat, you know what I mean? We got to be doing stuff like that. So that's not New Year's, that's Christmas. So that's like halfway point in the year, I guess. Let's check. We played 37 games. So we're going to check lines or edit the lines and just look through them there. Look through the stats. So Josh Bailey, 40 points in 37 games, plus 16. Absolutely playing his mind off this year. See, I'm kind of glad I kept on to him or held on to Josh Bailey. I got rid of Dylan Cousins. Yeah, in 5 years, Dylan Cousins is going to be a way better player. But, this team kind of needs to do well now. I might not be here in 5 years. I kind of need to win now. So he's already almost got as many as he's 11 assists back of what he had last year in less than half the games. And he's plus 16 versus a minus 23. He's been playing really well. Been playing really, really well. Eichel with 47 points, 21 goals, and 26 assists. He's on pace for better than he was last year. I mean, he's over a point a game, but he's playing really, really, really well. On pace for not quite 50, something like 46 or 47 goals. I'm not sure. That was quick math, so I didn't actually do it in my head. Plus 7, not great, that's pretty good. I'll take it. I'm not going to complain about his plus minus. Victor Olofsson, 26 goals, 15 assists. That's 41 points, right? Yep. He's on pace for almost double. Not quite. Almost. He might get 50 something, 55. I don't know. I doubt he's going to score at this rate for the whole year. You got to factor in he had like 3 hat tricks. He's got 10 power play goals, though. That's pretty good. I don't mind if you dine out on the power play as long as you are also putting up on the penalty kill, or not penalty kill, on the rate on 5-on-5. Jeff Skinner, 16 goals. He's on pace for a better year than he had last year. Well, not assist-wise. He's actually down on assists, but he's actually... Skinner's not playing amazing, but he is helping out Ike or Middlestat. I mean, Middlestat's 22 points, 11 goals, 11 assists. He's on pace for way more goals at the very least. Reinhardt is 636 for 42 points in 37 games. That's pretty good, actually. I think that puts him second on the team. Yeah, I think so, doesn't it? Oh, why is it not letting me? Oh, there it is. I don't know what the hell would happen. It wouldn't let me go back to Skinner. Yeah, 27. 41. Yeah, 42 points puts him second on the team, I think. That's really good. 36 points for Reinhart. So he's kind of become Skinner from last year. Cahoon, ooh, minus 10. But he has put up a lot of points. How many of them are power play goals, though? He's got 3 power play goals, 5 power play, or 6 power play points. So not even half of his points. But he has been better than last year. He's still minus 10, but, well, I guess the rest of his line's not suffering too bad. Not too bad. Suzuki's already eclipsed his goal totals, and he's got the same amount of assists as last year. Lustaridin, Itu. Itu's playing all right. He's got 8 points in 37 games. I mean, it's not fantastic, not bad. I'm not complaining. He's been all right. Minus 3. He's holding his own. And you got to think he's basically been even since the beginning of the year, since that long losing streak. He's basically like, these guys are pretty much even since like the first 9 games. Cahoon's lost some points or some plus minus, but Scott Wilson in 21 games or 28 games has 2 goals and 3 points. 2 goals and an assist, I mean, for 3 points. He barely ever shoots the puck is his problem. But he's come in, he's played okay. He plays 7.5 minutes, he plays under 8 minutes a night. You can't complain too much about him. He's been just putting it up down there. Asplin, would have liked to see a little more from him. He's 24. R2 Ruotsalainen, would have liked to see a lot more from him too. He's 24 years old. He's 3 goals, 5 assists. A little bit disappointing. Dahlin is putting up points. Dahlin has 35 points in 37 games. He's almost a point-a-game player. That means he's on pace for like 70 points or something like that. Fantastic. That's exactly what we want. He's 21 years old. And look at that. He signed for 8 years. He's worth every penny of that contract. Jokiharju, 5 points. Not fantastic. 5 points in 31 games. 37 games. I don't know why I keep saying 31. He's been okay. Can't complain too much, I guess. Pilot has been pretty good. Jokiharju is signed for next year, isn't he? Yes, Jokiharju is on a pretty good deal. Pilot's the problem, right? Because we're going to have to sign him at the end of this year. What am I looking at? Yeah, 15 points, a goal, and 14 assists in 37 games. It's not bad for a defenseman. I can't complain too much. For like a second pairing guy, 16 points for Montour. No goals, but 16 assists. I can't complain too much either. And only 3 of them are on the power play. I might put Pilot on the power play. Try and get him going up there. These are the guys I'm really impressed with. I'm really impressed with Mike Riley. Puts up 7 points in 37 games. A third pairing defenseman. He doesn't play a lot. He plays 14 minutes. Most that's on like the penalty kill. Actually, I'm not even sure if he's on the penalty kill. 10 points for Cale Fleury. 23 years old, right-handed. Been playing really well, I thought. I'm taking a little too many penalties. It's basically, that's 12 penalties. 24 PIMs. Last year, he's already beat his point total from last year by both goals and assists. In way less shots. He only had 69 shots last year. Nice. So I've been really impressed with that. I'm pretty happy with their decor. Here's the problem. Goalies. Markstrom has worked his way back to a 900. I thought he's been pretty good. This will be, he's having a pretty good year. And you got to think he was at one point, he was like an 887 or something like that. So he's actually played pretty well to get himself back up to a 900. He has not got a shutout yet, which is a little disappointing. But he has 19-8-1. That's not too bad. And then Subban has worked his way back up to an 870. He's got 4 wins. He stole us that game against Montreal. I thought he was pretty good. So he's turning it around too since we got a friggin' goalie coach. That is so annoying. The coaching system thing is so annoying. Why is there no goalie coaches and why is everybody too good to be a goalie coach? But whatever. So the goalies have been okay. I'm not super disappointed or super impressed with them either way. 777 for Markstrom on the saves. That's a little coinky dink. And then nobody scratched. Let's check out the AHL team. Roddy's played 9 games. No, wait, is this? Yeah, okay, that's weird. Why is it showing me NHL stats? He's been not great down here either. In Rochester, he has played 21 games and scored 2 goals and 8 assists, and he's a -8. He might need to play on the second line. Is he hurting Martin Kaut? Martin Kaut is 28 points in 30 games. So Kaut is getting nothing off of playing with Roddy. Roddy's been bad. He's been disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. He's got 2 goals. He's supposed to be, isn't he a sniper? He's a two-way forward. Okay, but he's supposed to be good. We're gonna put Balsers up there, I guess. We'll have playmaker. Yeah, we'll do that. And we have playmaker, sniper, two-way forward. Then we have sniper, two-way forward, two-way forward. We'll switch that up. Just take some pressure off of Roddy. I don't want the kid he's a computer, but I don't want him. We'll take some heat off of him. Robert Hagg is a -20, -10, -18, -8. This team is supposed to be better than this. How's the goalie? Are the goalies just god awful? Is that what it is? 893 and 849. Yep, that's what it is. We should have UPL, or we should have Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, but when I screwed something up and so I lost my goalie. So Kaut is having a good year at least. So that's promising. He'll probably be ready for the NHL next year, hopefully, because we'll probably have to get rid of Dominic Cahoon, take advantage of this season and get rid of him because we're gonna have to re-sign some players. So, all right. So since we made it to Christmas, and the next one we're gonna go probably at least trade deadline, probably all the way through. It's probably gonna be about the same length. So, gonna go through all this, see about getting into the playoffs. Yeah, because there's a trade deadline is in February 26th. Yeah, so we might just burn all the way through the season. I don't know. We haven't decided yet. We're in a playoff spot right now, pretty comfortably. And we've been playing pretty well since that clunker of an October. Had a terrible October, but then we've had a pretty good November and a pretty good December, so can't complain too much. We're on the right track at the very least. So I have been Kaka. If you liked it, if you made it all the way through, I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. If you liked it, leave a like. If you really liked it, maybe subscribe. Got a bunch of stuff going on. Got a bunch of games I'm playing the Outer Worlds. Got a Let's Play for that going on. Trying to grind out Damascus camo in Call of Duty. Been posting a video for every gold gun I get. I got a couple more of those in the pipeline. It's got to record. Got a couple golden guns earned. Doing what else have I been? I got a couple other things. Jedi Fallen Order. I got to start back up again at some point, and then Halo Reach on PC. That's so much fun playing that game again. Nice 60 frames per second. Playing it on the mouse and keyboard, just so much fun. Great game. If you've never played it, play Halo Reach. Fantastic. So thanks for watching. You have a great day and take care.